it's Mo back in Matthew's Friends Keto Kitchen, and it's Easter time, and today I'm going to show you a very simple recipe, and it's for meringues. And I'm showing it because I'm quite excited because I've managed to get the meringues crisp. I've made meringues in the past for the ketogenic diet, and they've always been a little bit soft, or even if they started off crisp, they soften up, and that's mainly due to the fact I was using liquid sweetener. And this time I'm using the sucrin icing. You can use Natvia, but it does need to be the very fine icing. You'll see at the end of this how nice and crisp they go, and they stay crisp, you can keep them. So all we need to start with is some egg white, and that's 40 grams, which is roughly the white of one egg. And then in here we've got the sucrin. To that I'm adding a pinch of cream of tartar. Now we use this in meringues, all meringues. It helps to stabilise the white, and you just need a pinch. And when I say a pinch is roughly a quarter of a teaspoon. A little bit more or less here or there won't matter, but that much, and it can go straight in. And also a tiny pinch of salt. So I'm just going to do a little, see, that's just a little pinch. You can use ordinary table salt, and that helps to give it a bit of a shine. So we'll put this in. Make sure we get it all out. Bit of a noise now because this has to be done with a whisk. Just keep whisking until it starts to hold its own shape, just as you would with normal meringues. And I think we're just about there now. You can see that's nice peaked. And that's really all you need to do. So we'll just get the blades out. Yeah. Now all we need to do with that is to shape it. I've got a tray here, and this is the non-stick parchment that you can buy now. Well, it's a silicone one, or you can use parchment paper, and nothing sticks to it. And you'll make about 6. So just get fairly equal. Because you can leave them like this if you want to make just a normal meringue that you're going to sandwich together with cream. Works very well for that. There we are. Now just to make this, all you do is just push it out a bit. Have a little dip in the middle, because that's where you can put your cream or whatever else you've chosen to put in. Now, the thing with cooking these is they go in an oven at number 2 gas, 110 electricity, and you leave them there for about 30 or 40 minutes, just to get a little bit of colour on them. Then you turn the oven off, and just like a pavlova, you leave them in the oven for hours and hours, and overnight is perfect. So if you make these late in the afternoon, pop them in the oven and just turn it off and leave it overnight, And then when you get up in the morning, you should have 6 crisp meringues. So they're ready for the oven, and we'll see how they turn out. Right, so these have been in the oven, which has been turned off, and they've been there overnight, and you can see they've got just a nice golden sheen to them, but crisp. They're lovely and crisp all the way through. We're so pleased with these because they will travel well if you're going to go to a party and you need something like this, because it's just protein in there, and then you add the fat in whichever way you would like, and of course a little carbohydrate as well. And cream, beautiful with meringues. You could use mascarpone cheese, but of course you get a little bit more carb. And if you are doing this to a ratio, of course you will be weighing this. You'll put each meringue on the scale and weigh how much cream you're going to use, so that you know you're getting the right fat. Now, that goes on. I'll just do a couple just to give you some ideas of how to make these look suitable for Easter. I've got some little ducks here. Now, a lot of you will be familiar with fat bombs, so you can make fat bombs to go on here. And I've made these from the Lindt 90% cocoa chocolate with just a little of the cacao butter. The cacao butter helps to put in even more fat and does help it to stay crisp. If you don't like that, you could use just the chocolate, but of course you wouldn't get this much, because this does help to bulk it out. So we have a little duck here, and I'm going to put him there, and he's going to have an egg.